In this video, I'm going to teach you about your boxing stance. So notice this. I use a cone. You walked into my gym, I would teach you just like this. Take this cone and I would have you hold it. And I'd try and tell you to balance it. And you'd struggle just like I am right now. Now you'd struggle to keep that on balance. Why? Because it's too narrow. If your feet are too close together, you're going to fall off balance. You're going to be pushed over. You're going to be hit. You might be knocked down. You have no balance, no stability. So in your stance, you want stability. So now look at that. That's solid. That's stable. That's not easily pushed over, right? So this is how you want to think of it for your stance. You want stability and you want balance. And you want to be able to move. So now, those things, stability, balance, and movement. So this is how I teach this. This is what I want you to do. H is for hands high. We want to protect ourselves. We want to protect the chin, your face. Okay, hands high. But I also want to be able to see. I don't want to cover up. You'll see guys do that sometimes, but they know where there's opponents at. But it's not the best thing to do. You want to be able to raise those gloves and punch and block the punches, but you also want to be able to see. So we start here, we're protecting the chin. There's no hole in there to get hit. Starts with H. H-E-C-K-S. That's the acronym. HEX. H is for hands high. E, elbows in. And I don't need to pin them in. I just need to take them, put them on my chest, rest them. Now right there. This is for mid-range and this is for pressuring a guy. This stance right here. H, hands high. E, elbows in. C, chin down. I don't care what style you're fighting. You don't want your chin up. Keep your chin down. It don't need to be pinned down. It just needs to be low. Okay? Keep that chin down. H, hands high. E, elbows in. C, chin down. And K is for your knees. Remember, movement. I can't move if my legs are straight. If they're stiff, I'm not going to be able to move well like that. So I need to keep the bend in my knees. It's just a slight bend in my knees. And if I'm sitting down on my shots a little more power, I'm going to bend a little more, right? And rotate my hips. I'm going to dig in off the floor. Getting sidetracked into power, we'll get into that in another video. This video, H, hands high. E, elbows in. C, chin down. K is for knees bent. And S is for shifting your weight. You shift your weight on the balls of your feet. Now that doesn't mean that I never go flat-footed, because sometimes I do. I got a guy on the ropes, we're going to the body, I'm digging in. I will get a little flat-footed. But when I'm boxing a guy and I need to be able to move, remember I want stability, balance, and movement. In order to move, I need to be on the balls of my feet. So I want to be on the pressure is on the balls. That don't mean I'm up here like this. It just, the pressure is on the front part of my foot, on my lead foot and on my back foot. Okay? And this is a nice stance right here. Basic stance, hex boxing stance. H, hands high. E, elbows in. C, chin down. K, knees bent. And S, shifting the weight on the balls of my feet. And this right here will protect you. This is a perfect stance to begin with. As you begin to learn more about boxing styles and boxing at different ranges, right? Whether you're fighting inside, fighting mid-range, or fighting outside, boxing outside, then we're gonna adjust that stance. We're gonna keep that hand up and keep our opponent further away from us. So we'll adjust. We'll get into that when we get into the videos on boxing styles. But for now, just this basic stance is the one I want you to practice and begin with. And I'll show you in another video how you can begin to ingrain this fundamental habit, hex boxing stance, to protect yourself at all times. I have an entire training guide, champion training guide for you. Check the link, it's at howtoboxing.com, but there's a link I'll leave below. Come over and check it out. It's just like if you walked into the gym with me and I'm teaching you from day one. So come get it, champ. Let's go.